Prefab FM 90.1 chitichi chine cha wa felezisa.
Yes, yo. See, Afro bar. Ngizongena la engathi yaphakama kodwa ngizama ukufaka ivocal. Funa ucula ngathi. Funa ucula ngathi ngubhabs emlandweni. Amkhumbula ubhabs. Alright. Uzongitshela cost message. 1 2. Oh mina. Nosibongile. Siyazwana. Oh mina. Nosibongile. Siyathandana. Abathi our love is over. Abathi ngithanda bathi our love is over. You made me feel like our love is over. Abathi ngithanda bathi our love is over. You made me feel like lo mntwana ushaya ngaphakathi. And then ngiyamthanda ma-outhi vele ngigcwele. Umfula ngwele ugcwele. Bekumele vele ngishele. Awusibongile ngicela ungiqome. Ilobolo ngisheshe ngikhokhe. Abafuni nawe nabakhohlwe. UMona Lisa basiyeke. Ngifake iringi ngikhove. Findo Boba ngivase. Isikhathi sakhona sibangene. Manje ngiyakuthrowa. Yeah, ngiyakuthrowa. Ngikwenza umama wasekhaya. Oh mina. Nosibongile. Siyazwana. Oh mina. Nosibongile. Siyathandana. Abathi our love is over. Abathi ngithanda bathi our love is over. You made me feel like our love is over. Abathi ngithanda bathi our love is over. You made me feel like oh mina. Nosibongile. Siyazwana. Oh mina. Nosibongile. Siyathandana. Abathi our love is over. Abathi ngithanda bathi our love is over. You made me feel like our love is over. Abathi ngithanda bathi our love is over. You made me feel like
Asqopha umlando liyasho nebeats umdlisa intando bakubona bakithi awusibeat uphazokwa yini njengamawele awusixhuma xhume sobabili kuhle kwesele ngikuthengele umusi omuhle nejacuzzi ngikuthengele ngikosele imbuzi awusenza indumezulu awusiphuma kuma-breaking news awushaye ibobu awungoba sivuma iluzi
Nosibongile. Siyazwana. Oh mina. Nosibongile. Siyathandana. Oh mina. Nosibongile. Siyazwana. Oh mina. Nosibongile. Siyathandana.
Wontombazana we ubuyaphi na? Wontombazana we ubuyaphi na? Ngihlala ilanga lonke lapha ekhaya ngizonga ngawe.
That takes us to 8 minutes after the hour 8, right here on Prefab FM 90.1 at the station that is made for satisfaction. My name is Andani Stuart Sidogi, keeping it hold for this evening from now until the hour 9 on a Tuesday on the 18th of December 2017. It's a holiday. The 16th of December came to us on a Saturday, so we had to push the holiday to this Monday. Welcome with a beautiful gem came through by Big Naz Sibongile, and this one is Dr. Colbert Mukwege. I call him Doctor because of the things that he achieved musically. And this evening we'll be talking about CR17 ANC conference number 54. And I'm not alone in the studio. I'm with Mr. Pandelani Mbiwo. Good evening and welcome to Prefab FM, man.
Well, thank you very much, and good evening to you and the listeners. It's very nice for us to be here.
Yeah, exactly.
Enjoy.
9 minutes after the hour 8, and with Dr. Pandelani. We're going to be talking about CR17 ANC conference number 54, what happened there, and you're going to be taking us to the journey of the conference 54 exactly. Just can you briefly just introduce the conference number 54 for the ANC to the listeners right now?
We want to thank all branch delegates who managed to go to the conference and represented what the views of the people on the ground in our rural areas, in our different branches in South Africa. However, the conference started on the 16th of December until today. So today we have managed to get the top 6, the President Cyril Ramaphosa, the Deputy, and Didi Mabuza, and then we have the Deputies, the Secretary General, who is Ace Mahashule, and then we have the Treasurer General Paul Mashatile, and Jesse Drought, who is the Deputy Secretary.
Thank you so much, Mr. Badala. The time is only 10 minutes after the hour 8. You can join the conversation right here on Prefab FM. CR17, Ramaphosa Cyril, who just became the president of South Africa in the history, the first Venda person to be the president of the country. How do you feel about that?
Well, it's nice, but it is not about us being tribalistic about it. He's the president of is going to be the president of South Africa. Is the president of the ANC, which is a non-racial and non-sexist organization. So we can't actually keep him and say he represents only a tribe of people, but we believe that he represents all different tribes and culture of South Africa. So which is a good thing. We are heading towards the right direction with him.
You can join the conversation right here on studio. You can text me on WhatsApp. It's 0717-099-840. And you can also call me there right on studio. You can talk to Mr. Pandarani Ndivo, who's an expert politically. He's going to be taking us through the journey of the conference when we started until today when we get the results. If you just want to call, it's 071-427-0340. And those who are using Vodacom, your 3 minutes to apply on the number. On Facebook, it's PRFABFM, which is Prefab FM. Let me give you a job praiser featuring Davido, My Lily. When we come back, we go deeper and deeper, like what Bushiri says.
Military touch.
Davido Jeffrey. When I was a dog, don't leave me, don't let me go. When I was a dog, don't leave me, don't let me go. I love you, wholeheartedly, I do. I love you with my heart and soul. If you really want me to live, don't leave me. When I was a dog, don't leave me. My lily, in the valley, my lily, in the valley. When I was a dog, don't leave me. No, let me go. When I was a dog, don't leave me. Never ever let this go. I love you, wholeheartedly. I love you with my heart and soul. Believe you me, baby, I don't tell no lie. I love the way you look at me, baby, and you call me daddy. You shine like a light from the sun, girl. Drown no it I will, baby. Can I win any? You shine like a light from the sun, girl. Let me love you, let me give you my all. Because you shine like a light from the sun, girl. Pauno famba, pauno siga, tell you one. You shine like a light from the sun, girl. I love the way you look at me, baby. When you call me daddy, look like my wife from the sun, girl. Chauno ita iwewe, baby. And I win any wherever you are, girl. I want go. Ruvarangu, Dali wangu, Ruvarangu, Dali wangu. Girl, I love you. Girl, I need you always. Everything for you, she fall on you, I love the way you look at me, baby, and you call me daddy. You shine like a light from the sun, girl. Shall know it I will, baby. Can I win any? You shine like a light from the sun, girl. Let me love you, let me give you my all. You shine like a light from the sun, girl. Pauno bamba, pauno siga, anyone. You shine like a light from the sun, girl. Liggy, 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 boom, magelio. Liggy, 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 boom, magelio. Girl, I need you always. Liggy, 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 magelio. Ino singo samusoro, ino panika mikono. Liggy, 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 boom, magelio. Everything for you, Liggy, 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 boom, magelio. I love will never die.
That takes us to 15 minutes after the hour 8 right here on Prefab FM on N-Stream Radio. That is based in the University of Venda campus. Coming to you live from G27 University. That was Joe Fraser featuring Davido, My Lily on a Tuesday. CR17 ANC conference number 54 with Mr. Pandarani Ndivo right here in studio. I had a couple of messages just came through right on WhatsApp, Mr. Pandarani. Let me read them before we continue with our conversation. A baby message just came through by Gift Mpo. She said, we are so happy to see South Africa changing and moving forward with our new dad. And she said, pass my comment. And another one came through by Mr. Manamela Muhumuzi, all the way from Pulukwane. This gentleman is the current deputy manager of social development right here in Polokwane. He said, the will of God and of the people is done. And I have another one came through by Lindo Kutle Lukale, the president of the SRC right here in campus. He said, current metal leader CR17 just won. And that's what he said. So I just want to know, Mr. Pandelani, we understand that Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa became the president of South Africa right now as we speak. So where do we go from now?
Now, he's not the president of South Africa. He's the president of the ANC.
Oh, okay.
Which is bidding to the coming elections,
Okay.
which we hope that the ANC will find expression to win the 2019 election.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, what we can say, the question to be asked is, where do we move from here?
Mm-hmm.
We feel like people should now adjust and start moving towards campaigning for the ANC.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, it is not an individual who wins, it is the ANC. So if the ANC is winning, what do we do as branch delegates? What do we do as branch members of the ANC? We come together and try and resolve our issues to find a way of moving forward. Because it is not about one man, it is about the ANC. So people lose in conferences. That is how the conference is. That is the nature of the conference. Someone must lose, someone must win. But that must not divide the ANC further. Because that will lead the ANC to its death. And that is not what we want. We want the ANC which is vibrant and radical. Because there is no organization that is better than the ANC in South Africa today. It is the only organization with nice policies. So there is nothing that you can do about it. It is the ANC that is winning. And that is how we should move from now. Thank you very much.
The time is only 17 minutes after the hour 8 right here on Prefab FM. If you want to join the conversation right here on studio, like a couple of people, just send the messages right there on WhatsApp. The number is 071-7099-840. You can call us direct in studio and talk to the mystery voice behind the mic. It's 071-427-0340. On Facebook, it's PRFABFM, which is Prefab FM. We understand that, Mr. Pandelani, people have been, talking about different things, NDZ, CR17, and now we are moving forward, focusing on CR17, who just became the president of the organization, the ANC. And there were a lot of controversy, people saying that he's a capitalist. Is it true, or can we work on that concept first before we move forward?
Well, for us to even engage on that, you see, it will harm us very, very low thinkers. I mean, people will always have criticism. And people will always be judged on what they do. And then my judgment might differ with another person's judgment on how I see the person. But at the end of the day, that does not rub the status of the conference. Because the majority has elected the same person that people are saying that he's a capitalist. The same person who's going to adapt the policy of the African National Congress of Radical Economic Transformation. So there is nothing about it. The ANC is moving forward. Criticism or no criticism, criticism will always be there. There is no perfect individual. So we, as leaders of the movement, as members of the movement, we ought to help each other to see the vision that the ANC has. We do not need to break the relationship that the ANC has with the people. Then we'll be doing a mistake. People must move from where they are now and move to developing and growth of the economy. So we must start thinking along those lines. Social development and economic policies, those things must be practical. We must see those things happening. Job opportunities. We're sitting here with degrees, we have no jobs. I mean, those things, my degree must be able to take me to another level. So we must not just get degrees and get degrees and get degrees. Right now, we have, the president has just announced free education. Those things, you need to get a degree which will get you skills in order to be employed or to start your own small enterprise.
Let me just cut inside there. When you just introduced the concept that the current president introduced, the concept of free education. I was checking something today, and it came to my attention that current students, owing something like 29 billion rand in terms of the scheme NFSAS. Do you think when the president introduced the concept of free education, the incoming president, is he gonna start immediately 2018 to say, or 2019 to say, now we are giving people free education, as like he indicated, the current president, 90% of the students will be going to tertiary for free?
Well, the truth is we need free education.
Mhm.
There's nothing about it. We need it. So the incoming president of South Africa from the ANC, Cyril, he must make sure that he comes up with method in order to fund that free education. It's simple. The executive must sit about this thing and bring this free education, which is possible. I mean, the government has a social contract. You see, it has a social obligation, which education is part of it. And it's the important thing. It's necessary because it's a tool that one needs in order to put his or her country in a better place. So it's very much important that we need to emphasize on these things of free education. We need free education. We are poor. We are children of the poor. We need free education. There's nothing about it. Yes.
The time is only 22 minutes after the hour 8 right here on Prefab FM online stream radio that is based in the University of Venda campus on a Tuesday. Like I said, my name is Andani Stwatsidog. If you just join us, welcome to Prefab FM. I'm with Mr. Ndivo Pandelani, one of the students right here in campus, and we are talking about the issue of CR17 ANC conference number 54. If you just wanna join the conversation, it's 071-427-0340. That's the number to call right here in studio. If you just want to text us on WhatsApp, it's 0717-099-840. Let me give you music. When we come back, we continue with our conversation. Stay tuned and take a friend if it's possible.
Muzwala ni hadema uze mfuma kazonga otahara ngama tidibu dimdusenganderade
abagidimana phala mukona Brazilian Hair Salon babana phala ka 30 Barclay Court Street and Klein Street, Johannesburg, next to MTN Rank. Stoname zozo dara ka gidimana phala ka Facebook is mukona Brazilian Hair Salon and number is 0607863060. Special and 3 bundles of Brazilian Hair Straight 9A babana lens ya mahara ngabra mzibore nga cash araba chitoda wiki ndo ngeza 300 rand pay.
Yo ndio developing abafore nazo ezo
abagidimana mukona Brazilian Hair Salon barengisi bamabudzi shango zotenga bupara.
Do you realize nothing can ever be right until we choose to make it right? We can be the reason why. We can keep our hope alive. We can be the right ones for the task. We've been the missing part. So illuminate your life, starting with your own smile. You can be the spark. You can start a fire. Stop hiding in the dark. Don't be overcome. You have the right to choose your vibe. Step into the light. You can be the light. Never hide your light. Let it shine bright. You can be the light. You can be the light. Oh, never hide your light. Let it shine bright. cell phone, lighter, anything. If you're feeling it, if the world is a dark place tonight, then we can bring the light from right within our hearts. So illuminate your life. Don't
That takes us to 27 minutes after the hour 8 right on Prefab FM 071 7099 That's the number to text on WhatsApp. CR17 Conference 54, the ANC. If you just want to call it 071 427 0340. And I have a couple of messages just came through right on Facebook. We have Realist G at breaking news. NDZ has won it too. I don't know what is this one talking about. And the other one came through by Mboni Nelwanda CR17 Cyril Ramaphosa Dumela. And Mboni also, she said, Gumba Ntambeleni Ngwananga CR17 Twara. And this was a question on Facebook. Ratobodiwa drama, Rutendo Arhelele CR17 Helele. Sukweti yaka Facebook wane pacher. Kandila pada drama zeukuma. And the monogono to rather than the motor. The next defender is not was Dogachindo Thatcher. Dina Ndiwa Pandana Kandila Panda. And Mr. Ndivo,
No.
there is an issue that is very debatable about the land. People are saying that we want our land back. Do you think us, I'm not a racist and I'm not a tribalist, do you think us as black people, can we manage to run those farms?
Now, firstly, let us look where the ANC stands.
Mm-hmm.
The ANC is the non-racial organization.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we must now know, we must get a report that tells us who owns the land,
Mm-hmm.
which land is available to utilize.
Mhm.
Do you know that there's some land which is unoccupied?
Mm-hmm.
There is no one who's owning it. So we need those things so that we know when we say that now we are taking the land, now we want to address issues of the land, how we approach those things.
Mhm.
You don't just wake up in the morning and you say you're going to take a land. That is anarchy, which is unguided.
Mhm.
So there must be things that we need to follow
Mm-hmm.
if we need to approach these things of land. It's very important that we need to share the land.
Mm-hmm.
We need to share the land. We need to share the resources.
Mhm.
So, but how do we share the resources? So, we must address those things. Are we talking about urban land? Are we talking about the land that is producing?
Mhm.
So, those things are things that we need to sit and discuss as leaders of the organization.
Mhm.
So, there are a lot of things that people need to sit and discuss and be resolved. So I hope the incoming, the new elected leadership of the ANC will actually address these things and see how to come about it, because we have trust on them. Yes.
The time is only 29 minutes after the hour 8 right on Prefab FM online stream radio that is based in the University of Venda campus, and coming to you live as we speak. CR17 ANC conference number 54 071 7099840. That's the number to use if you just want to text us on WhatsApp. Let us know your thoughts about the new elected president of the ANC. If you just want to call it 071 427 0340. Mr. Pandela,
Nda.
zvoiteya ndi history kana ndidiva zvakare zvasatu vya zvavona na zvingava zvotorali.
Well, you can't predict a conference. You know, we can all just sit and analyze it from afar. As much as as long as you're not participating, you can't tell what is going to happen. You only have a support which you can, as a human being, to say that I feel like this person can take over. But at a longer run, we need to deal away with slate politics. We need to deal away with factionalism in the organization. There must be a way to resolve those things, because those things will continue to destroy the organization. We need to find a way in which we can unite as the ANC and stop these things of factionalism, these things of saying that this one is good than this one. We need to see leadership being groomed at an earlier stage. We need young blood, we need fresh blood to come in and participate in the national executive of the ANC. So those things must be there. You know, we need to move from what we are to a more digitalized society. We must move to another generation which comes up with this technocracy and everything. Believe. So those things are important for us to know. Yeah. So I believe that the ANC is the only organization that can bring those things. There's nothing. There's no one who is going to bring those things than the ANC because it has the best policies. Imagine the best policies.
Yeah, that's a debatable issue, and it's the story for another day. The time is only 28 minutes before the hour 9. CR17 right here on Prefab FM online stream radio. The ANC conference number 54 that was happening, and Cyril Ramaphosa became the president of the country. I just want to find out, Mr. Pandelani Ndibo, where do we put NDZ, Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, because she was also participating, or she was one of the competitor against Cyril Ramaphosa. Where do we put her now?
No, well, you see, we are talking about unifying the ANC. So it is up to the leaders of the ANC to make sure that Nkosazana is also playing a role in the ANC, because there's no useless leader in the ANC. So there's nothing like that. That woman, the woman has credentials. She has political credentials. There's nothing about it. You can't doubt it. You see, she has been there. She's been making it. You get besides the fact that some people point out that she's the president's wife and so forth. But those things, we do not look at them in politics. We look at the credentials, the political credentials that a person has.
Yeah, I have to come in here. I think we have a caller on the line. Good evening and welcome to Prefab FM. Ndau yandu na roba tanganedza murani wanga ndido kwamba nabonyane pa. Oh, ndibo diwo chibazi. Bo diwo bakurifonera bagaye. Bo diwa bakufona baburugwana fungo lurale la dwana na mutsikana madikona dwana na musi and fungo la CR17 president de Muso ANC wa Ramaphosa ka conference yete ya number 54 eli fungo balibonani aba muthu bo pesela bodo ba president wa le horo. Bachilera balesapa bochibase bodiwa babona uri obahone abo Cyril Ramaphosa sa president wa lehoro kamsi ara lehoro la dojia ketonga mwa wa 2019 zideto rube na chanduko ni pa shango la South Africa chipembe. Rikuri kwa ngamanda borutendo diwa chibase bagono general kanyambezana ya shuma liko randwa na musi atatu. Ndanda. Mr. Pan, it seems like people are very much excited by the new candidate of the or the current president of the ANC organization. It seems like everyone is celebrating. Like you had the gentleman talked about people, celebrating in Polokwane. He just called us straight from Polokwane. He's saying even people here in Venda, they are calling him to say what we've made it. Yeah,
I mean people must celebrate. You know, every time when the ANC held its conference, we should see people celebrating like this, because we believe that the people have chosen the right one. The people have chosen the right leadership. So there's nothing about it. So we can't go anywhere about it. We just have to say that thank you to our branch delegates for being faithful. Thank you for not allowing corruption. Thank you for not allowing money to convince you to change what you believe in. because that would have had a negative impact in the long run. But we saw a successful conference of the ANC, which will unify the leaders of the African National Congress, which will unify every member of the ANC. Whether you were NDZ or Cyril or MP, what? At the end of the day, we are all members of the ANC, not members of the individual. So people must take it from that respect. Thank you very much.
The time is only 24 minutes before the hour 9 right here on Prefab FM. If you just want to call us like the gentleman who just did right now, it's 0714270340. And let us know the thoughts on the new president of the ANC, Cyril Ramaphosa. CR17 on WhatsApp is 0717099840. Let me give you Major Lazer, DJ Mapolisa particular, together with Nasty C, Ice Prince, Petro Raking, and Jedena. Enjoy it.
They told me everybody's 15 minutes in a different time zone. And since I have it at the moment, you the one I wanna shine my light on. Get your life, little mama, won't you get your life on? Ain't nothing cooler than the wrong moves when you do them to the right song, the right song. Let's shoot this movie and put the shit on repeat. I hope this memories are making me fall asleep. Before we hit the road, put our phones on silent. Nobody's trying to bring sand to the beach. What would it take to change the plans for the weekend? Cause I'm trying to kick it like E. The whole thing, the pre-party, the pre-sex. Then we hit the major league with a cheese.
I like you, girl, in particular. You in particular. Say, I like your waist in particular. Say, I like you, girl, in particular. Yeah, you in particular. Say, I like your waist in particular. Here, yeah, give me love one of these days, yeah. I knew the first time I saw you there, yeah. Give me love one of these days. Got it, go. Now you sabi, mommy, you already know, ma. Got it, baby, got it, go. Me, I can't lie, oh. I like you, girl, in particular. Can I see your particulars? I've been screening you like una película. So, baby, let's steer it up, yeah. I like you, girl, in particular. You in particular. Say, I like your waist in particular. Say, I like you, girl, in particular. Yeah, you in particular. Say, I like your waist in particular. Say, I like your waist in particular. I like you, girl, in particular. You in particular. Say, I like your waist in particular.
A Prefab FM 90.1, música udipenderaho.
Bobby Womack's on the radio. Sing to me. If you think you're lonely now. Wait a minute, this is too deep. I gotta change the station, so I turn the dial, trying to catch a break. And then I hear baby face. I only think of you. And it's breaking my heart. I'm trying to keep it together, but I'm falling apart. I'm feeling all out of my element. Throwing things, crying, trying to figure out where the hell I went wrong. The pain reflected in this song ain't even half of what I'm feeling inside. I need you back in my life, baby. When you left, I lost a part of me. It's still so hard to believe.
Nabelete fedze ndiafu inararu fedze kana arikoto makoto raru minute ndiafu misume arichori ba kawara ya butaya ne buka G27 Riverside. This Prefab FM online radio that is based in the University of Venda campus. 071 7099840. That's the number to text on WhatsApp. Arabashidori there abashidori phone abashidori kwama and number is 0717099840. Machina chiamba afunga ndina korota lena kugiri mandale mangu kuma rikola dona na musi ndifunga la mutu ketwao kana CR17 bosera Ramaphosa bane ofesera kuba president wale hora la ANC tubane na musi kana marikola dona na musi ati ndo thepa studio ndo zona bondi bapandelane many it's happening.
Yeah.
Kunzima arito bapisanya nabo zvine zvoiteya tiri. Matina zvezvo zvachitukutuku zvera vari kuvatamira zvone zvezvaitea hadingeri conference ina ANC 0717099840 navone vari riposa pfuwa vari vudzori vone lifungo lavo Cyril Ramaphosa uva mupresidente wale hora la ANC livafara ngandirani kana vakovona rushango lidokandira panda ngandira tetsaniyo. Dr. Pandelani ndiyambori zvino ariyambe richiyapanda te
nda
ariyambe kezve vatu vakosumedza votakara ngamanda. Everyone seems to be excited about Cyril becoming the president of the ANC, and they are believing that Cyril is going to make a big change in this country.
Well, we all have the belief. We are all sitting with a belief that Cyril will at least move this country from what it is now to a better position. We believe that Cyril has all the necessities and responsibility to actually make sure that the ANC remains united, to make sure that the ANC deployees who are deployed in government are actually working for the people, but not for personal gains. You see, because corruption in South Africa, it's like people are used to it. It's like a daily activity, you know. So we must come to an end of that page, which is painting our country with bad reputation. You see, so we must move away from those things. We must start exercising right things for the benefit of the people of South Africa, but not for the benefit of an individual. Thank you very much.
14 minutes before the hour 9. CR17 just became the president of the ANC. Atidhikuri nerimene ndichiyapanda ndiyambori ndisitu zvinji zvine vathu vanji vavofara mbiru ngachanda vasingolaverera uri kamsi ringachimbira kwamdiroto rariyo pedzi afana ka social media vatogidimira vatozviona rimwe namumwe ukusumbedza akoritakarira chere 07170999840 avatexinga WhatsApp vari budze kupfuwa avo rivone elefungo vari vanodotitsani yachere vachitofona 4270340 matina apa angeno ka Facebook dzikubuyanga manda Dr. Pandelani ndidiwa ratogwa obuya futhi arizobuya ari Ramaphosa #CR17 ndiyangeno ka Facebook VK Bukosi Mlamba ari nazo we are ready for Ramaphosa ndizvo zvokuita apa anefa kana kuti kasi yatari lashpatuwa kana zvirato zviyambori ndi Facebook randima ondora nani ari the Congress movement atikosumbesore ndizvo zvine ostakala ngamanda ave na flaga ya shango ave na mavhiri oemisa chando hai aiwa matina mapongo otimlango radio matina mutadi Masa Sylvester at the African National Congress cannot be fragmented into various pieces for the satisfaction of certain ulterior motives. The ANC is one, and whoever emerges will not be leading a particular function, but the ANC as the whole. No one will have a 5-star membership card as opposed to membership cards of other comrades. We need to keep the organization intact and be disciplined in supporting those elected. Ezoskopa Kawomutadi Masa Sylvester, he was once the president of the SRC right here in University of Venda campus, the year 2009.
Yeah, I mean, some of those people are some people of the people who are supporting, I mean, Kosazana, you know. So you can see the discipline and the respect and the principle of a cadre that the cadre is following. That, you know what, after all, even if we might have been supporting this particular candidate, that does not mean that the ANC does not move forward.
I have, Mr. Pandelani, a question that it was sent directly to you. This one is coming through WhatsApp by Lindo Lundekutlolukale, the president, the current president of the SRC right here in University of Venda campus. I said, one question to your guest: where is CR17 going to get money to finance free quality education Zuma has promised us in the last hour of his office?
So if Zuma promised you free education, does that mean that the ANC cannot give you free education? I mean, this opposition, it shows you that you are talking to a person who is not even well political matured. Because such questions, I mean, it's you and me who needs to resolve those questions, where academics, where intellectuals, who should try to come up with solutions, you see, and participate in our branches so that we can come up in this policy making and write these policies on how to fund free education. But that is not much of a problem, you know. The government must make sure that it funds free education. So free education, we want it. We are poor, we want to go to school and get quality free education. It must not only be free, it must be quality. So when we talk about these things, there are a lot of technicalities that we need to touch on in order to resolve this issue of free education. So whether Zuma is the former president of the ANC, so we ought to support what leaders of the ANC say, and we ought to come with solutions where there are problems. So it's a matter of understanding, it's a matter of getting together and sitting to help each other on how we take the country forward. Yes.
At the time, it's only 10 minutes before the hour 9 right here on Prefab FM. 071-709-8440. Text me on WhatsApp. Let me know what you think about CR17, who just made it to be the president of the ANC on the conference 54. If you just want to call, it's 071-427-0340. On Facebook, it's PRFABFM. That's Prefab FM. And then Dima Gato, she was like, CR17, wow. And that's what she said right here on WhatsApp. So it seems like everyone is celebrating the victory of CR17. But the tradition has to be remain the same. We understand that when people went to elections at the conference, where people, they do divide, others they support certain individuals. But when we go back to the drawing board and the organization, the umbrella of the ANC, don't you think those concepts that people showed that their loyalty stand with certain individual is going to affect the organization moving forward?
I mean, contestation, it's an internal democratic issue. So you can't run away from those things.
I have a caller on the line right here. Good evening and welcome to Prefab FM. Good evening and welcome to Prefab FM. It seems like we've lost the caller right there. 071-427-0340. That's the number to dial if you just want to talk to us right here on studio. And if you're using 3 minutes on Vodacom, they do apply. 071-427-0340. Keep dialing. Can we continue? Like I said, we've seen that people, they were standing with certain individuals supporting them. So I was saying, going back to the organization as the ANC, don't you think that is going to affect the umbrella of the ANC trying to move forward?
No. The ANC will self-correct. Not anyone from another organization can tell what the ANC should do. The ANC should self-correct. Leaders of the ANC should sit down and self-correct. Leaders of the ANC should sit down and see the journey that they've traveled up to this far. So it's a matter of how the ANC tries to resolve the issue that impact on internal democracy of the ANC. Things like taking the organization to court. I mean, those things, we need to find a way of expressing them. Because once people has exhausted all possible methods that are there in the organization to resolve an issue, their last hope will be courts. So the ANC must be willing right now to make sure that it resolves issues that are affecting the branches. Because that is where we get the delegates. That is where we get people who will protect the ANC. People who will make sure that the legacy of the ANC and its policies continues for centuries and centuries and centuries.
Until Jesus Christ come back, like Jacob Zuma says.
Matina minute dia sube pezere koni ba kawareta ene pa ka Prefab FM online stream radio in news run pa G27 Riverside dia pa good zini de mingoni ndi University of Venda matina ungari phone ikaditoba yadida futhi rina muntu ane abana rina ne. Good evening and welcome to Prefab FM. I'm good, thanks. And how you say? Who am I speaking to?
Speaking to Bob.
Bob, welcome to Prefab FM. We are discussing the issue of CR17, who just became the president of the ANC.
Yes. No, but just to also congratulate the man, but we have seen for no man. The ANC again, the reaffirmed and digitally. So, as the black people of South Africa were worried because a man who was just the shop steward in the mine, he happened now to be just well, so you can see that the man is in bed with Italy. So what we like to see is, the woman who is a better person because she can understand the reality and everything. So here now we've got someone that is a security guard of the White House. It means that the future are going to become more inside after the four people of the
I mean, let me reply. You know what? Even if you ask this person what is a white monopoly capital, you will find him telling you a lot of stories, which is a problem already. Now, do not deem an individual to protect a white monopoly capital. And you say because you are a black. Remember, the ANC is a non-racial organization. So anything we talk, we include all races. You get the point? So we need to transform society. We need to transform the economy. We need free education. Those are important things that are affecting people in their daily lives in majority. And the principle of utility will tell you that we weigh the majoritarian versus the minoritarian. That is the principle of utility. So majority of people are suffering. It's true. Bob did law. He knows about these things. The majority of people are suffering. We need to address those things. How do we address those things? Do we become racial to address issues? No, we don't do that. We sit, we talk, we resolve our issues as South African. Thank you very much.
Mr. Bob, are you still on the line?
I'm still on the line,
That's nonsense.
It's very funny because, when you define white monopoly capital, the white person was rich.
Yes.
What we are saying is that white monopoly capital in South Africa is the few people that they control the economy. That's what the term means. Not this thing of saying, just because you are those you can be white, but still you don't do a white monopoly capitalist. So white monopoly capital doesn't mean that it's a white person, but it means that it's the whole majority of all people who are in control of the economy, whether we are black or white.
So it shows you the importance of doing what? Of revisiting our economy, of developing our economy. But how do we do that? Do we do that in a space of pointing to an individual to say this individual is a bad person, this individual is so and so? That is grasping aspirations. You see, You're just casting aspirations to run your own political agendas, which we do not support, you know, because the ANC at the end of the day, for you to develop such interest, it's because the ANC is the government. You get the point?
I would have to cut you right there,
So,
Mr. Panelani.
These people must understand that we're dealing with a serious animal here.
Yeah,
We're dealing with the ANC. We're not dealing with the young ants that has been growing here. We are dealing with serious issues of the ANC.
Yeah, the time is behind us, guys.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Bob, just a few words to wrap up before I close the show.
No, but it's fine because I can see that the speaker, I don't even understand what I'm talking about. So it's fine because we're just bringing a national card and I don't know where we are. We're speaking about white political career. People who control the economy. If you can see today,
We are saying let us address issues that are affecting the economy. We are not refusing to that. We are saying let's address them. But you must not come here and point individuals.
No, thank you so much, man, for joining the conversation right on Prefab FM. We really appreciate your time. Yeah, the time is only 2 minutes before the hour 9. You had the conversation and the debate. It was getting hot. Guys, I will organize a show just for you. Come in studio, you debate about these issues. But today, it's all about CR17, who just won or who just become the president of the ANC. 0717099840. But unfortunately, we've come to the end of our show. I wish we had more time.
Thank you very much. And it's really good to participate in such platforms. I mean, you also influence other people to come and participate here and then give their views, which is a nice thing. You see, what we are doing here, we're actually building the future leadership of the country.
Yeah, and then just last message that I have to read before we wrap up. I see we are only left with 2 minutes. They said, don't you think the NEC will be captured by Zuma and the Guptas, given outcome of the top 6 where the secretariat is occupied by NDZ forces from COSAS, and it says question from COSAS.
We are saying we're moving from factionalism. We are moving from those tendencies of wanting to divide the organization. We're saying the leadership, the NEC, must sit and resolve the problems that are existing in the organization now. We are moving forward. We're not going back here. We're not reflecting on things that have harmed the organization because we want to move forward. Come up with solutions on the problem that you are giving to us today. Bring us solutions. That is the only thing we want. Stop telling us about white monopoly capital. Tell us about how to solve white monopoly capital. That is the engagement we want.
I just have to cut you now because I work with time. And thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. We really appreciate it, and all the best to the new president of the ANC, CR17, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa. Until tomorrow at 8 p.m. right on Prefab FM. Good night. God bless. We love you so much.
Thank you very much.
Ball on the air, don't grab all the kid. She telescope me, don't go on my kid. Don't you ever fall, don't blame me, don't need it. Go power did I let you come to me with him. Oh, Nikin Latan, oh, Nima Latan, oh, Nikin Dojo me, oh, Loma Lapa, oh, Nikin Latan, oh, Nima Latan, oh, Nikin Dojo me. Olo Macampa, oh Maradona, oh Maradona, Maradona me, oh Maradona, oh Maradona, Maradona me, Maradona. Don't be wicked, die for you. If I die for you, all is in vain. We could die for you. If I die for you, all is in vain. Kini mo ṣe fún ẹ? Will I satisfy you? All my friends, you are the best. Will I satisfy you?
Chiramba 90.1 Prefab FM chitichi chinachadza vafedezisa.